everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, Justice for All, Turnabout Big Top, Part 9. We're gonna do the testimony about this fucking creepy-ass proposal that is so fucking wrong. It's so disgusting and such creepy. Let's fucking do this. I don't like it. Witness testimony about the proposal. What do you have to say, you creep?
Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I get in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also have it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. You were going to propose? You? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her, too. Don't you fucking dare bring yourself to this. It's a fucking age gap that is so fucking long and so big that no. Fuck no. Ugh. No. Exactly. Not exactly. Fucking creepy.
His owner is looking a little less than horrible right now.
Exactly! Fucking hell! I don't like this. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue the cross-examination.
What's with that sigh at the end? Because the proposal is cringe. The age gap. Fucking hell.
Don't be so surprised I was gonna propose to Regina.
What the hell? By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina.
This is so fucking hard. Ugh. Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together.
My fucking lord. What made it worse is that in this case, the judge wants to propose to the 16-year-old Regina Berry. That just makes it so much more worse, too. They're equally as worse. They're both equally as worse.
Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it. That's the truth.
What was it exactly you plan on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find them could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's jokes has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
And Sister Switch looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Let's push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that puppet's ever proposed to cute.
Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will witness please revise your testimony, specifically about the engagement ring. I like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it. Oh, I'm cringing so hard. Why?
Why? You guys decided to play Turnabout Big Top on screen. It's your guys' decision, and
it's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Beck could pull that off?
I'm sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one that should be apologizing.
Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob?
He couldn't possibly be talking to... Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic.
Oh, they always say that love creates rivalries.
So, what about discretion?
So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe you should get out more. Kept in my pocket. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to present the ring. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine. Give it back, thief, thief.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
Why then do I have it right here? What's going on here? That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money like a bank vault? That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer you avoid slandering the innocent fights in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was. That time, that night. The night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max shows up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Ah, yeah! Oh! 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 would you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Twiddlequist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all that sloppy old fool called Bed's fault. When he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Penn's testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money and the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there is no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I am saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Miss Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He was blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dorkface in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw it. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly what you saw on that night. Ha! I told you so many times. You think you know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Where there is one way, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why I had to keep after him. Yeah. Witness testimony, witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way you can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Oh, hold on. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose, 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived at the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed your cross-examination. Examination, witnessing Max. Okay. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. Just think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know? 4. F-O-U-R. Count a band, of course. With that many eyes, you really think someone would slip by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot to catch a direction in one area, I suppose. Yikes. Just is even more dangerous for a case in Trillo.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night.
Of course, that's where I saw it coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense. Especially since he was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place? Let's see.
You're the one of the dumbest people on the planet. You can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
It would be 10:10 p.m.
Okay, what time was it?
What time is it? Let me think about that for a second.
Ouch! I'm not good at math. It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, sounds about right.
It sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge our presence.
So you testify you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quish, I would prefer you catch your ventriloquist act outside the courtroom. Impossible. Performers and Breeze's performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Well, yeah, it is. Well, nothing especially. I think it's kind of petty to badmouth someone's performances. I think so too. I guess you really are right all the time. I just think you're finally coming around to that.
Jill, cross the message, please.
You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way they could be any more confident than that, right? Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hair, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else.
There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, Nick. Right, Nick? All we can do is try. Right, Nick?
We gotta have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. Let's present the broken bottle. Trillo, it's not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder.
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
Well, what? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Out! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is, as of the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this Lou would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Wow! Are you saying this witness is lying? that he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just...
That's enough for you, Mr. Quish, Miss Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he puts it.
What in the world? You?
Would the defense counsel explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then?
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person who would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her an engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It is indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was a victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Order! How do you respond to this? But wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man.
But, once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time to clear the air about this question. Mr. Quiz obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat cloak and the white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated they saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have any clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we find a lot of point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question in evidence that clearly establishes one thing: that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
To be continued. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to end this part right here for now. And in the next part we're going to continue the trial. The first trial. So this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys next time. Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.